Thank you guys so much for coming to our live podcast.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, a little less energy than the last time we did it live, okay? You know, last time that crowd of 2 people really went fucking wild, okay?
Yeah.
A lot of property damage after that intro, and you guys just kind of sat there, but that's cool.
That is true. The first time we did a live podcast a couple months ago, 2 people came, and it was his mom and well, he's not your stepdad.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
He's closing the deal. I
tell
love
you
him.
what, he's gaining points coming to a live podcast.
Yeah.
He's in there.
How's he doing? I miss him.
He's good.
He's good. He's good. We met once. I don't know.
Yeah, he's back. He's there,
yeah,
you know.
He's back. He's alive and well.
Yeah.
He's good. How's mom? Mom's our number 1 fan.
Mom's good. Yeah, you guys can just wait for a second. Mom's good.
Yeah, mom's good. Yeah, she's good. Yeah. Okay, good. My mom's great. Thank you so much for asking.
Oh, I was going to ask.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Do you want to do it again?
Anyways,
you want to take it again?
What do you guys want to talk about?
Who here has listened to our podcast before? So polite hand raises.
Wow.
Who would have? Oh,
Again,
okay, fucking nerds.
That was my mom and her boyfriend.
Yeah, there they are. They're doing well. They're back. they afforded the ticket to come here. Who here has never listened to the podcast before? But you're
good.
Yeah, good. You're ready for a good time.
Yeah.
Should we tell them what it's about, or just like let them find out? Let them find out.
Right.
You guys were
okay.
you guys were kinky. That's weird.
Yeah, we got some fucking gremlins in here.
Yeah, I want to know
it.
exactly what's happening at all hours of the day.
They're like, let it ride.
Yeah, let it ride. It's good. It's good. We're gonna have fun.
What if this was like an all-night thing?
What if we just stream for 24 hours and you guys are like,
this is a church lock-in, and that's what you guys wanted, I guess. So.
Yeah.
We were going to give you a chance to leave, but you guys want to let it ride, so lock those doors.
Everyone here has to learn how to play the recorder by the end of the night. That's what we're doing.
Hot cross buns.
Yeah, I pull out an acoustic guitar. It's good.
I saw an acoustic bass for the first time recently.
Oh. Did that
weird.
upset you? What, did it sound good?
I don't know.
Where did you see this? Just out in the wild?
Does anyone here play bass?
It's gonna hurt.
Okay.
It's gonna hurt. Okay.
that was like you're like I don't want to.
Why did you raised your hand and then were shaking your head?
Have you seen an acoustic bass? Yeah. Do you have one? Okay. I was gonna be like, oh, it's fucking that guy.
Wait. Why did he say it like that too? Why did he was like no? Are they looked down upon or acoustic basses?
Is that like the scooterers of the skateboarding world? The acoustic bass? They're pretty rare. Oh. Okay.
Oh, okay. All right. So you saw something. You saw like something very special then.
Yeah. Well, it was on an NPR Tiny Desk, so
okay.
It wasn't like. I didn't think it was gonna go this far. To be honest.
Yeah.
Not a big payoff, but I did see it.
I'm like, what are big things happening for you? He's like, I saw an acoustic bass. That's
well,
good.
she was playing
fun.
it, and I was just like, oh, that's a very small person because that's an acoustic guitar. And then I was like, oh wait, it's a bass.
Yeah. Maybe they make every little person a little tinier on Tiny Desk with the instruments very large.
You think they're shrinking people?
I think they're shrinking people for NPR Tiny Desk. This is my conspiracy theory. You heard it here first, you guys. It's very good.
They're like, you know what? By the title, you would think we're making the desk smaller.
No, not on our watch.
We're actually making the people smaller, desk bigger.
Yeah, desk bigger. Huge desk. That's what I wish this whole stage was a desk.
Everyone's going to look like the borrowers once they're done.
Oh, don't say the borrowers.
Deep cut, John Goodman. What can I say?
I love that man. I do. I love John Goodman. I have you seen Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?
Yeah.
Best movie soundtrack of all time. Can we give it up for fucking John Goodman?
Ladies and gentlemen, you're not going to believe it. Welcome, John Goodman. Nah, just kidding. He couldn't do it.
My problem with I can never do bits with you because I'm just so sincere about the things that I love. Nah. And I'm like, I can't do bits about John Goodman. I just love the man.
Nah.
I saw Big Lebowski for the first time. He's a revelation. He's so good.
He's
so good. Is he not one of the best? You're shaking your head. Everyone agrees. It's so good.
Can I sit down?
Oh, yeah. I mean,
okay.
Do your knees hurt? What's up?
I'm just tired.
Okay. Yeah. What's going on? What's going on for you?
I flew in today and I'm moving around.
Delta?
I'm moving, always. This is the podcast. This is what you guys wanted.
This is what you guys wanted.
No, this isn't it. Trust me.
No, we're joking.
It'll
guys.
get better.
It's going to get a lot better.
Yeah.
Should we bring our guest on?
No, let's make him sit in it for another 5-10 minutes, you know?
He's in the room. It could be any of you. It could be literally any of you. You guys didn't know. You guys didn't look up the podcast.
We're
just
wanted
interviewing
a real surprise. Turned out one of you is going to be a headliner tonight, okay?
The premise...
One of you is going to come up here and do an hour for us.
Yep. First time doing comedy. Oh, hope you're ready. Okay.
Yeah, you're going to go into work on Monday. They go, how was your weekend? You're going to go, I'm changing careers, I guess.
I'm kind of the next Jerry Seinfeld. I don't know.
That is how he got started, was on a podcast. A lot of people don't realize that.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Wait, what do you mean? Wait. Wait, Shut the fuck up. I told you guys, I'm too sincere and I'm gullible, so you can't do this to me.
Well, a lot of people don't know this. The first podcast did come out in 1973.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
I love. Yeah,
And
they just called it radio.
Going, what's the deal with this?
Yeah, he would have killed.
And it took off.
Oh, he would have been such a good radio DJ.
No.
Yeah, he would have. What's the deal? That's all. You just need someone who's angry about the minutia of life. That's a good radio DJ.
What's the deal with Lips by an Angel? Lips of an Angel by Hinder. I fucked it up.
You couldn't have chosen it more.
I flew today.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Yeah. I love that for you.
That's all I did was sit in a chair.
Yeah.
So.
And you only fly Delta, which is...
Only.
Okay. Yeah.
These days, I don't know, that's kind of like...
Guys, hello. We're an Alaska family here. We're from Seattle. Okay,
well,
let's not do this.
Maybe you. That's the extended family, if you ask me.
Yeah. Oh, boy. I can't do this. I can't do it. No, what if I just left? And you're just here
I just
alone.
talk about Delta.
And you would. I've heard this man talk about Delta once for 38 minutes straight. He just loves the brand.
When was this?
When you got your redemption because you sent a gift in the email. Do you want to tell people?
I sent a meme.
You sent a meme in the mail. Do you want to tell people?
So, okay.
Buckle in, guys.
Hold on. Let me fucking flip this bitch around. So last year, I was like 20 miles short of getting Delta status, right? And so I called them and was like, come on. And they were like, if you email, you can fill out a form and we'll like review your account and all that shit. So I did that because I was like, I got it. They didn't give it to me. So
and his whole life has been leading up to this.
I was pissed.
You were just taking flights randomly to get it.
Yeah, I was just like, I don't know where we're going, but I'm on it. And so they didn't do it. And so, I said, what do I have to lose? Now, like, no fly list. That's a pretty serious thing. But at the time, I didn't realize that. So I sent a meme back. I sent a meme of SpongeBob where he's in the long hallway and he's turning around and he says, please say psych. That's it. So I sent that one when they denied me, and then they reversed it, and I got it. Yeah.
Give it up.
And then I sent a meme of Mario holding a crown, and it says, you dropped this.
Someone was just having a really good day. One of the support agents was like, yeah, fuck, I don't know.
Yeah, they let me fly the planes now. That's the cool thing. So,
well, good. I'm glad you made it here then.
What?
Jesus
I had
Christ.
no idea what I was doing.
Yeah.
That was the thing. But they were just like, man, your meme game's so strong.
Yeah, incredible.
All right, well, I think it's about time to get this guest up here.
I think so, right? I think so. Are you guys ready to see who our special guest is? What if the lights started going and it just spotlighted on you? I would love that. You want to be on? No, I'm kidding.
All right, well, you didn't have to say it like that.
Yeah,
you didn't have to go, no. That's...
Oh, perfect. Thank you so much. Give it up for her one more time. Our honorary guest. I'm so excited. Yeah. She never was and she never will be. But boy, did we have a good time.
When people get honorary degrees, it's like, you didn't buy the ticket, but you have an honorary ticket.
Yeah. That's what I want from Harvard.
I thought that was going to hit hard. No, I'm not going to lie.
No, you never know with this podcast. Sometimes there's weird lulls right before we bring a guest on.
We might even bring up a certain something, but maybe not.
What are we? Oh, 9/11.
Yes.
Yeah. Guys, just so you know, this is not something we do on purpose, but seemingly always on accident, every episode, we accidentally bring up 9/11. And I don't know why, how, or when. Thank you. One brave soldier in the crowd.
It makes sense. Hold on. It makes sense in the context, too. That way, for me, I was thinking, are we just like, so anyways, 9/11. Fuck. Oh,
yeah,
no, I thought we accidentally did it.
I thought we were just shoehorning it in.
We mean to bring it up.
But we mean it, yeah. And I think our guests will have a lot of opinions about 9/11.
Because we don't forget, and neither does our guest.
Yeah.
The wonderful.
I'm gonna do an actual intro for our wonderful guest. We're very excited. Who was upstairs and saw Whitmer Thomas tonight? Was he not the best? He was so good. Music, stand up, a little bit of everything. It's what you want in a person. Okay.
Jerry Seinfeld.
A little bit. Yeah, he did. He actually did.
Did he really?
Yes. I'm very excited to have him be our guest tonight. You might have seen him on Max with his special, The Golden One. Please give it up for Whitmer Thomas.
Hey.
Hello, welcome.
Thank y'all for having me. What a lovely intro. I really appreciate it.
You enjoyed our 15-minute intro?
Yeah, it was really nice.
Any
Thank
thoughts
you.
about anything you heard?
9/11. Well, I think it's awesome that it happened.
It did rule.
And that's a
It
take
did
you
rule.
don't hear often.
Yeah. It's nice, a new take for once.
Yeah.
You know? It's great. It's absolutely
Refreshing,
wonderful.
you know?
Yeah.
I don't agree with it, but it's refreshing.
Yeah.
We are very excited to have you here. Where'd you fly in from? Delta?
I flew in from Delta.
Okay, yeah.
I always fly Delta. I flew in from LA.
Lovely.
I fly Delta. I'm a loyal Delta member.
Let's go. You silver?
I don't know
Gold?
what I am, but I will say there was some sort of issue with Delta recently where they're messing with people's sky miles.
Yes.
I
gotta go.
I'm a little bit mad. A little bit mad at Delta right now, honestly,
Yeah.
because you can no longer use sky miles to book other people's flights, which is how I would fly my band around. And so, they're messing with me all over the place. I can keep going off about.
I will
Delta if
send
you
them
want.
this video. I will send this to them
And
with
I'll
a gift.
fucking send him a meme
Yeah,
right after to smooth it
yeah.
over.
Please do.
Yeah. Well, let's get into it. I have to say off the bat that you are my least favorite type of comic because
Jesus Christ.
That's all right.
because
And I thought 9/11 was bad.
yeah. Listen up. Okay, guys, you are because you both are a very talented musician, and then you're also funny. Like, no, not allowed. Not
That's
allowed.
nice. That's
You-
very nice. You
no.
really flipped that one around.
Thank you. We've had a musical comedian on before, and it was just the most traumatizing thing of my life. I think you get to pick one talent in this life. Okay, you guys, that's just
That's
how I
fair.
feel.
Yeah, she really does hold that opinion.
I do. Genuinely, this is
Yeah.
not a joke.
Somebody told me once that I was sort of good at a couple things.
Oh, that's fabulous.
Yeah, so I think that's how you just got to think about it. Is
Okay.
Just spread yourself kind of thin.
Okay.
Well, what's the would you rather be really good at one thing or good?
The
Wait.
problem is
You know what I'm saying, though?
Yeah,
Yeah.
No, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
The problem is I'm not a mysterious person. There's nothing I can do. Even if I want to try to be mysterious, I'll go to a party and go be mysterious.
Yeah.
Tonight you will be mysterious.
Uh-huh.
And then as soon as someone asks me how I'm doing, I go, well, tonight I'm trying to be mysterious.
Yeah.
And I go, that's not what mystery is.
No intrigue there.
Or I'll be like, this year I'm trying to be mysterious. I'll let you know how it goes every step of the way.
Every room you go into, you just spray cologne. If there's an air about him, I don't know.
So I can't do that. So that means I have to be a comedian.
Yeah. Okay.
Also, comedians are better people across the board than musicians.
Wait, do you genuinely hold that opinion?
Absolutely. Comedians are desperate for love. They'll be there because they can't handle you not liking them.
Yeah.
Musicians can't if they can't respond to a text message or they will die or something.
Okay, so
when-
you have two wolves inside of you.
I don't. I'm not a musician. I mean, I am. I've been a musician since a little kid, but that's not who I am. My joke that I make, which isn't funny, so you don't have to feel compelled to laugh, is that musicians always complain about wanting to kill themselves, and then comedians will tell a joke about baseball and how it's boring, and then they'll go home and they'll kill themselves.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. Unfortunately,
That is
just
how-
no joke there. It's just
And that's
the
a
truth.
peek behind the curtain. If you ever hear
Yeah.
a comedian tell a baseball joke, follow up with them.
Yeah.
Okay. Follow
We
up.
are hanging on by this
It's a
bit of a
sign.
thread.
It is a
Yeah.
sign. When you hear Jerry Seinfeld go, "What's the deal with
Yeah.
curveballs?"
Yeah.
My man is gonna.
Things are
kill
going
him.
well.
Dude, if Jerry Seinfeld committed suicide,
Dude,
that would be crazy.
it would kind of be complete the circle
Yeah.
a little bit, you know?
That'd
I
be
don't know.
wild.
This is why I do this podcast. This is why. Finally,
Love that.
Finally,
guy.
Dive
someone
into
said
it.
it. You know,
I love.
that's interesting to me that you don't identify as a musician, but it's what you did first. Then,
Yeah, for sure. I mean, nothing started happening in my career until I started playing music live. But
Okay.
I don't, and would mix the two together. But nobody seemed to give a shit. But I just think musicians are, they're not cool. They're not. At the end of the day, they're not as fun. There is some good, fun, cool musicians to be around, but for the most part, they're hard. They're not as I look forward to hanging out with desperate people. I want to be around desperate.
Yeah.
I want to know that you want to be
Yeah.
there.
I like desperate, hopeless people.
Okay.
And musicians feel compelled to be cool
Yeah.
and all that stuff. I don't
Fucking the
love
bass
that.
guy right there.
Yeah,
look
hello.
at that. Right there.
This actually made me feel a lot better
Yeah.
because I think the reason I have such an issue with musical comics is because I think like if I had any musical talent, there's no way I would fucking do comedy. Are
Yeah.
you serious? Like, no, take me away. Like,
All right,
it's
bye.
goodbye.
Go learn the recorder. All right,
Yeah.
Buns, let's go.
That's the only song I learned how to play. I do have this fantasy of learning one song on each instrument, but like the most difficult song. So like I want to learn like "Life Is a Highway" on guitar,
Yeah.
and then I want to.
Really?
Why
hard
is that
song.
funny? I mean,
That's the
actually,
most difficult song.
have you heard the guitar solo in that? Okay, most passionate song. I don't know.
The king of music, what do we think?
I
He's not even aware
listen.
of
I don't
it.
know what's difficult. I don't play an instrument, so that's
You
got to
play Wonderwall on every instrument.
Yeah, that's.
Can you
the
imagine
song.
someone sitting down to a piano and they're like, I wrote this for you. I said maybe.
I think about that all the time with that
Mm-hmm.
song. How does someone sit down with an acoustic guitar and write that song that goes, Josie's on a vacation far away?
I love that.
How do you write that song?
You're not thinking about comedy.
Yeah.
I think he's just like hitting the side of the guitar, like he's
that
not even using the
Pisses
strings.
me off
yeah.
when people do that.
Yeah, I like to just like hold a guitar, you know, just to like know that I'm in its company, you know.
Just by the neck.
Yeah, just like, oh, crazy, I could play you if I wanted to, you know.
And there's tunings where you don't have to actually
Yeah.
know what you're doing.
Yeah.
You'll be fine. I believe in you.
Thank you
this
so
time
much.
next year you'll be singing songs about Hinge or what whatever
yeah.
classic musical comedy stuff. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, you're going to become a musical comedian.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, what a turn of events that would be. You
You-
just edit all
you
our
either-
podcasts where I shit on
You
you.
either die a hero or
Yeah,
you
yeah.
live long enough to
Yeah.
see yourself
Yeah.
play the guitar and say, what else?
I'm the next
what
Bo
else?
Burnham, you know, just gut wrenching songs.
So what instruments do you play?
Well, probably I guess I would say I play guitar, bass, and piano, and but I'm not super good at any. I'm not like a pro at any of them. I just kind of spread myself across those three.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's it. I started out playing bass. I broke my arm 400 times, and then I lost the coordination in my weird
What
arm.
were you doing?
Skateboarding.
Hell yeah.
Which
You're
comes first, really, before music and comedy.
Yeah.
I'm a skateboarder, that means I'm a really good guy.
Yeah, you're just like triple whammy over here, dude. Like the three horsemen of the apocalypse. It's just those three.
Yeah. But
wait.
I broke my wrist so many times that I can't. It doesn't turn in the way that it needs to. Like I could.
Please show us.
Yeah, take that off.
Yeah, take it off. Sorry, I don't know why I made that gross.
see his wrist?
Yes, let's see that wrist, guys.
I specifically said on the rider, we need fucking freaks in the audience.
Yeah, I want
because we're
full-blown
showing
freaks.
wrist, we might show ankle.
Yeah.
All right, so here's a normal wrist. Is the middle part of the arm goes to the palm. Sorry. I don't know if this is being
I'll
recording.
help. I'll help.
That's your whole wrist?
Middle part
That's
of
your
the
forearm. I want to be clear.
Sorry. This part, just pay attention. Middle part goes to palm. And then my bad wrist is twisted. So
Oh.
so it doesn't
Oh.
it doesn't affect me ever.
They only gave you a left-handed body?
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, that is
I just broke it too many times. So now the only way it messes with me is if I'm shooting basket. Like it doesn't. I have to.
If you're shooting
you have
sideways
to
basketball.
shoot sideways.
Or
Around the world, only to the left.
if somebody wanted me to do a pull up, I can't do that. And
No
then
one's
the
gonna
worst,
want you to do
then I
that.
can- the worst. Thank you. And then
Jesus.
the worst way it affects me is getting change when my left hand is full because they'll say,
Oh.
"Here's your change," and I have to go like this. That's the only thing. That's the only thing.
What a twist. I had no idea this was going to happen. What a
Wow.
twist, literally. Okay.
So-
Are there any
now
doctors
we're
in the
cooking.
house?
Really, someone said they'd have to take my hand off and put it around, switch it around.
Was that person a doctor?
Yeah, he
Okay,
was.
all right,
Yeah.
all right, cool. Because that sounds like something I would say.
But like every time I've ever gotten a massage or something like that, they get down to my wrist and they go, "What the hell?" And I go, "It's a skating thing," and then I have to show them.
Then you have to do a kickflip.
I have to do a kickflip.
They're like,
so are you
fucking
done?
ribbon.
Are you done skating now? You
No,
gotta be
no,
for the
no.
music.
Hell yeah.
It's the only thing that brings me joy.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
I love it so
You,
much.
you filming or you just going for fun?
I'm
you
filming
putting out.
a little.
You putting out sections, clips?
Yeah, every now and again, you know.
All right.
A lot of comics were skaters, or I guess some of them
You have
quit
the vibe
because
of a skater.
I rollerbladed, and I don't like how the way you started that change. Skaters.
Rollerblading is cool now. It's
or is
accepted.
that
it's all skating.
is that
to
the
me.
politically correct term for you
It's,
people now?
It's
Is
all
that what-
skating. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
the same lifestyle. You know,
It is.
Still pieces of shit. Still dirty.
Yeah.
Sleeping on floors.
Yeah.
They're stuck to your feet. That's scary. Rollerbladers are cool now. There's
Yeah,
a
it's
skate
back.
video that
Fucking
came
hear
out
that?
called Weekend and Them, and then it's
Oh
like
yeah,
a-
them goods. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Cool.
Them good? Oh, them goods?
Them goods. Yeah. They did a collab with Braindead in L.A.
Yeah,
This
they
is
did.
this is a skating.
Out of all the
Skating.
conversations to have in front of a
I
group.
know.
We can talk.
Let's talk about the most niche skating
Yeah, yeah.
stuff. You guys like that? Yeah, I don't know. I don't skate, but I feel like seemingly
There's still time.
I wish that is my dream.
We could get
I
your
thought
arm like
music
that.
comedy was.
I'm
your
just
dream.
too afraid of breaking a bone.
Skate comedy.
Yeah, good
As
luck
you.
with that. I don't got no ligaments or nothing. My
Yeah.
right side is
You don't need 'em.
absolutely jacked from this damn skating.
It's always the same arm you break.
Yep.
Is it because you skate goosey foot?
Goofy.
Goofy foot? God damn it! Never once have I
I'm
gotten it
just gonna
right.
set the mic down. I'm gonna let you take this one.
It's goofy, but imagine if somebody was like, "It's not fucking goosey,
They get
goofy."
But then,
upset.
The dog.
but then they do push Mongo.
Yeah.
It's not Goosey. But I do
Yeah,
push
as if
Mongo.
Goofy is better. Fuck yourselves, you guys. What? Like
Do you
a
not
Goofy?
like Goofy?
I do. He's a nice guy.
Yeah. See.
Yeah.
Interesting. The truth comes out. Don't fucking
Yeah.
come for the king.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought I was gonna have more there.
Didn't they change Goofy's name or something? Goofy's last name is Dog, right?
Oh God.
I'm pretty
They
sure.
changed it. Fucking woke Hollywood changed
You
his
know?
name.
We're losing them left and right. Losing these dogs left
Now I
and
want to
right.
know the
They
woke
gave him like
name.
a proper last name. They took away Goofy Dog, and now it's like Goofy Robertson or something. They fucking woke.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of names, I did have a question for you. I was debating with some friends. Where does your first name Whitmer come from?
I don't know. My family didn't love each other, so I don't know anything about my name.
Okay.
Because my dad doesn't know. You know, it's like one of those names where it's
Okay.
like my great grandfather's name is Whitmer.
Okay, so
Whitmer-
then it's a family name.
It is a family name, but they don't
Yeah.
know where he got his name because nobody ever knew him. And so I don't know why I'm named after a deadbeat dad.
Yeah, it's like I feel like they flipped your names, like Whitmer Thomas. Like Thomas should be your first.
Dude,
name.
people call me. I have entire relationships with people who think my name's Tom. They
And you just
exclusively
don't
call
tell
me
them?
I'm sorry.
Tom.
I don't mean to interrupt, but you have all of the things to be mysterious as fuck.
Yes, exactly.
Your
Thank
whole,
you.
You just said your whole. You're like, no one fucking
Yeah.
knows that dude. No one knows where he came from, where
Thank
that
you.
name came from. People
Yeah.
don't even know your name with friendships.
Yeah.
You are mysterious, my
Thank you.
guy.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
And-
Let's give a round of applause for that.
Yeah.
huh?
That's very nice.
Wow.
And you've been kidnapped more than once.
You've been kidnapped?
How'd you know about the second time?
She did it.
I
She
do my
did it.
research.
It was her.
Whoa.
I do my research.
Does that
I don't
voice
know
sound
people
familiar?
Know the second time, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the second time I wasn't kidnapped officially.
Yes,
That's
we'll
Stockholm
consider
syndrome.
it an attempt.
Okay, yeah, it was attempted for sure.
I mean, you don't have to tell the full story. You guys should really watch Whitmer's special on Max. But that is like your life is just like
weird.
you're
Where are
only.
you from?
I'm from Alabama, Gulf Shores, Alabama.
Okay.
Where Jimmy Buffett based his whole personality. That's where I'm from.
That's where that is, Jimmy. Buffett?
Cheeseburger in Paradise is
Okay.
my hometown. That's, it's a bar in my hometown called Pirates Cove. That's where he wrote that song. Wow.
Incredible.
Yeah, and so that was my life growing up. I grew up. My mom was a musician who was like a bar musician, and then so I kind of just grew up bouncing around. I didn't have a lot of supervision, and so I was always getting kidnapped,
Breaking your arm.
breaking my wrist, getting kidnapped.
Wait, you got kidnapped as a child?
I was a child. I was like a baby, but I was like
The most childlike state of all.
You must have been a hot baby, and I don't mean that.
Oh,
in a
I
good
was
way,
fucking
but, like,
smoking hot.
you know?
Until I was about 13, I was like,
Twice
I'm
under
so
13
hot.
to get
bet-
kidnapped? Great.
I bet these guys are kind of wishing we go back to 9/11 at this point, huh?
No, dude.
See, now you see. Now
You
this is what
should
you're
have
in for.
seen me until I was about 13. I was like,
Until I was about 13.
I'd look at myself in the mirror and go, oh, God damn, everything's going to work out for me.
Yeah.
Even the first girl whoever gave me a hand job was like, you have a huge dick.
No way.
When I was in 7th grade. I
She was like, let's fucking go.
I have a huge dick? That's awesome. It never changed. after
You're like-
that, though. So my body grew, and then the thing...
Lucky.
And
Also,
it
how many
stayed the
dicks-
same, and
how
so
many
I have a
dicks had she
7th grader's dick. What?
Hey.
How many dicks had she seen?
don't
Like,
know.
Seen a lot.
No,
We don't
for
know what
scale.
her life was like, okay?
She had seen a lot.
Like, she's like, whoa, you are not like other guys.
Is this
Tom.
actually recorded? Like it's gonna be? Oh, okay. I was gonna say her name. 'cause it's
We can
No, you
bleep
do.
that
We can bleep
out.
it out.
We bleep out
bleep it out.
plenty.
Okay, her
yeah.
name is.
Your life is not real. I'm
She's
convinced
seen
you're
a
not a
lot
real
of dick.
person.
Did you get your fucking first hand job at Disneyland? Or what are you talking
it
about?
was in a
And
movie.
then Goofy Robertson
we were
walked by.
watching some race car movie. I don't know. She.
I bet
fucked
I
it.
know.
Yeah. What was it?
Cars, too.
I
I
don't
don't
like the
remember what it
implication of
was, but I
that.
was wearing board shorts. That's all I know. And
Whoa.
it was cool. It was awesome.
It was an awesome
Hang loose,
job.
dude.
It's awesome. And
Amber seems like she was hot, too. Like, Amber
she was,
seems like she was
hot. She was always a lot of fun and really cool, and she was obsessed with anal. She was always whatever. I don't listen. We were kids.
It's
weird.
7th grade. We were kids.
Yeah, you definitely
We
grew up
were
in
kids.
Alabama.
She was always talking about it.
Yeah.
And then I was like, what the hell? And then years later, a couple years ago, I go home. My buddy is hooking up with yeah, and she's a blast. I've seen her a bunch.
She's a blast.
Well, just like as a person to hang out with, she's so much fun. And I'm talking to and my buddy, and they're just joking. They're friends, but they're hooking up, and they're just joking, blah 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 blah. And she says, I'm sure she doesn't even remember how much she was upset trying to get me to do anal when I was 13. But she goes, Chris is so weird. He knows the only way I can come is from anal, and he won't do it. And I was like, she knew the whole time?
She knew. She was ahead of her time. Dude. But we're going to bleep it.
I
Yeah.
kind of want to meet
I know.
Just be like, what is your life?
Yeah.
She's awesome.
What goes on up here?
She follows around eating. She has like a really good job. She travels around and goes to EDM festivals.
All
and-
right, it all makes sense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's really cool. and
It's
fun.
adding up. It's adding
She's
up.
cool. She's
Yeah.
great.
No, she
That's
sounds
awesome.
fun.
Fun, awesome person.
Nothing about your life seems real. To Elliot's points, like you could build a lot of.
Yeah, you.
Well, I was just running around. I didn't have a lot of, like I said, I didn't
Yeah.
have too much supervision. I was always, and I was the prime of my life. Just looked great, and
he got kidnapped.
You peaked at 13. It's
I
crazy.
really did. I was like, I remember, yeah, it was great. But what she's saying is, I first time you can watch that on a thing, I tell the whole story. But the second time I was like 10 or 11, and I was in New York, and my mom was she was working there doing something, and I was in the hotel by myself. My brother and all of my cousins who were there with us were all skating at this spot and running around, and they were all like a little bit older. They were like teenagers. And so I was left alone in the hotel. In the hotel, there's a courtyard, and then you could see into the other hotel rooms. And phone rings. I answer it, and it's a voice that goes, "Hey, little kid, I could see you in there, and I'm gonna come in there and fuck you in the ass." Sorry,
Anal is
bring
a
up
prominent
anal
part of
again.
your life.
It was Amber.
It was Amber.
Amber. This is pre-Amber.
It's Amber. Yeah.
Jokes.
Yeah.
Let me make sure that dick didn't change.
Yeah. The same size.
And anyway, so I hide under the bed or something, and he calls again, and I think, okay, maybe it's my cousin, and they're just like playing a prank on me. And he goes, "Don't you fucking hide under that bed. I'm gonna come in there right now and fuck you in the ass." And I run out of the hotel and into the stairwell, and I find a bellhop, and he's like, tell him what's going on, and then he takes me through the block until I find my mom, and then I tell my mom who's on this date, like, oh, this guy's calling and he's saying stuff. And she's like, what is he saying? And I'm like, I don't want to say. I don't. And she's like, are you just mad because I'm on a date? And I was like, no, there's like a guy and he's actually being really weird to me. And then she eventually comes back to the hotel. We sit there. He never calls back. And then the next day, we all leave. My cousin Jenny is left back at the hotel. And he calls her and says the same thing. Then everybody believes me. And then my mom takes me to FAO Schwartz and buys me whatever I want.
Every time you've almost been kidnapped, you get a toy.
Yeah. It really is that simple, folks. It really is. All you have to do is just almost get kidnapped.
Yep. I got a Obi-Wan and a Darth Maul.
Ooh. Someone clap for that.
Fuck, dude.
Worth it. Really worth it.
So worth it.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah, that's like the alternative version of Home Alone 2 Lost in New York.
Yeah.
It's just, what happened to Kevin, you guys? Oh, man. So then, okay, so you grew up in Alabama, but you didn't start comedy there. You started in Austin?
L.A.
L.A. Okay,
Yeah.
so you moved to L.A. when you were...
Well, right when I turned 18.
Okay, yeah, wow.
I was a dumbass. I met a guy in Florida, some random uncle another person's uncle, ex-uncle or something like that. There's a lot of uncles down south.
Actually, I don't even know if he was real, to be honest.
Every story you tell is a riddle, which is very fun.
He was an ex-uncle of a friend of mine who said he worked in L.A. at a production company. If I ever wanted to move to L.A., he would give me a job as a PA. And I was like, all right. I moved, and I straight up graduated.
Wow.
A couple weeks later, just moved to L.A. And then called him, and he was like, I don't know. I was just fucking gassing you up, man. And I was like, God damn it.
Right.
This is my whole life now, I guess.
Because were you moving for music or for stand-up
No,
specifically?
I wanted to get into movies. I was I was in a band all throughout my childhood, and we were taking it really seriously. And then by the time we were like 17, we all kind of looked at each other and were like, we don't want to.
Yeah, we're not the Jonas Brothers,
Yeah.
you know?
No, yeah, that's exactly it. But
Yeah.
it was weird because we were finally starting to make some strides. We were about to get this little deal on this little emo label called Stab Here Records.
Okay.
And
You remember the name.
yeah.
Yeah.
No,
it's a good name, actually.
They never really popped off. But we were about to finally get to do that, and we had recorded the songs for a couple songs for it, and then we decided, let's quit. But it was me and all my other 17-year-old friends, and then our drummer was 23.
Okay.
And he was sitting at our rehearsal space, and we were headed there, and we all looked at each other like, don't you guys just want to like go skate or do something else? And they were like, yes, I've been waiting
they
for
were all
somebody to
skaters?
say. Yeah, and so we all called the drummer who was sitting at his drum set, and we're like, hey man, we quit. And he was like, hey, we ruined his life.
Oh, where is he now?
He's in Alabama. All the other guys moved to LA, and we were like, do stuff together, we work together, and he's in.
Have you talked to him since?
Yeah, we're still buddies, but I do
cool.
feel as though we kind of fucked him over real bad.
Do you think he's gonna have like a Billy Madison situation with with what's his name?
That'd be great.
Steve Buscemi, where he calls him, he's like, hey man, I'm sorry about all that. Steve Buscemi's like, oh, it's okay.
Yeah.
And then he crosses his name off of the list and he's just polishing a gun. Is it gonna be like
I
that?
hope so. I thought you said I thought you meant like, is he gonna start a band with first graders?
Billy Madison too.
Yeah.
I think you're gonna get in the movies here, buddy. This is an idea.
He could have a
be
School
cool.
of Rock situation too.
Yeah,
That could be
that'd
good
be
for
really
him.
cool.
Yeah, I
He's a
hope he's
great
well.
musician.
We'll send him this. I hope
We're
you're
gonna make
well.
all of you sign NDAs so you don't steal these ideas.
Yeah, he's a great guy. But yeah, so I was doing that, and then
Okay.
was trying to do that. Immediately started in a band with my buddies who moved from Alabama eventually, and then what ended up happening is we talked too much on stage. We didn't belong in the LA music scene, in the like DIY scene, and so we dropped instruments and started a sketch group.
Oh,
And then,
okay.
our sketch group, we branched off and did our own thing, and that's how.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Power violence.
Power violence.
See,
yeah.
I know things, guys.
That's what it was
I know
called?
Yeah. That's a great name.
So now the stab here makes a little bit more sense.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
Power violence
Yeah.
is a genre of music, and we thought, well, nobody listens to that music anymore. Let's just... And then we called our sketch group that, and there was a lot of people really upset with us.
Oh my
'cause
God,
they would
coming
come
to
the
shows.
show, thinking it was just like a power violence show. It was not.
And then instead you're just sitting there
You're just
playing
there.
Zip Zap
doing
Zop.
like a sketch about a fucking turkey sub or something.
You're like, Jersey Mike's is kind of crazy
yeah.
good. Like, that's what the sketches are.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Well,
my
damn.
God.
So you've been doing comedy in LA. You probably got some wild ass stories then.
Yeah.
I mean, if the stories you've told so
I know.
far
I'm
about your life.
like, what could be the two kidnappings?
I mean, I started in LA, I guess. Yeah. Most of my crazy stories, I don't even know if they're in LA. My favorite stand-up story is I was doing a show in Alabama,
Okay.
and it was at this bar, and it was a Christmas show that I put on for family and friends to come see, and I was about 30 minutes into my set, and then finally I hear from the back of the room, "No!" I was like, "Excuse me?" And he goes, "No, stop. You need to stop." And I was like, "What?" My hand was on this mic stand, and he goes, "Stop that right now. That's not yours." And I was like, "Who's talking? Come up here." And he walks to the stage, and he's like standing right there looking at me. And I go, "Sir, what's going on, man? What's your name?" And he goes, "My name's Cubby." "And that is not yours, and do not touch that." And he was talking about the mic stand, and I was like, "I'm sorry, man. Is this yours?" And he goes, "Yep. And so is that, and so is that." He's like pointing at speakers, and I go, "Dude, what's going on, man?" And he goes, "My band was supposed to play tonight. And they double booked us with you. And this is all my stuff."
Wait, so he got it all set up?
He got it all set up, and then people started showing up, and then the owner was like, "Oh shit, dude, I forgot. This is a stand-up show. I double booked you." And I was like, "Man, what can I do? I didn't realize. I'm so sorry. That sucks. What do you do?" And he's like, "I play Credence covers with my buddy." And I was like, "I can get off stage in like 10 minutes, and then I'm sure everybody would love to watch you play your covers." And he goes, "Well, I don't know. That's really nice." And then he turns around to the crowd, because he's been looking at me. He turns around, and he looks at the crowd, and then he goes, "I have been being a total heckler."
He knows the etiquette.
Yeah.
He knows the etiquette.
And I go, "Dude, man, let me just get off stage, and then you can play, and then everybody will hang out." And then he played, and everybody hung out. And it was probably a way more fun show, as everybody was
so
really
sweet.
rooting for the guy, you know? And
Yeah.
it was really good. He was awesome.
Dude, Cubby. Like,
Cubby, yeah.
Be a
Cubby
cubby.
was
If
Be a
you're going
cubby.
to talk at a comedy show, be a cubby.
He was
Yeah.
an awesome cubby. Really good guy.
So he did that while you were on stage, like in the middle of your material?
Yep, right in the middle. He's probably telling a joke about Blink-182 or something, and he just went,
Okay.
"No!"
Now, that's actually a great way to
Yeah.
interrupt a show.
Yeah.
That's
But
fucking insane.
the southern bombing in the south, it's different. I really love performing down south, but they don't know the like etiquette, at least where
okay.
I'm from, and they don't really know the etiquette of a comedy show a lot of times, and I'm happy to deal with it. But
Yeah.
you encounter a lot of weird shit down there. I was just in New Orleans and had the worst show of my entire professional career.
No.
And my dad and his buddy from AA came, and they have this great bond. And my dad was very excited to like show me off, I think, to his buddy.
Very sweet.
And I get there, and it's a good crowd. I walk out on stage, and I look into the crowd, and there's already 4 people asleep before I even start. It's a terrible show. I do a bit. I say something about PS5 in my set. It's a terrible show. I get off stage by going, "I just want everybody here to know that I'm okay." And then it's awful. My dad's like, I get off stage, and he goes, "Hey, man, I just got to say, I got to commend you for how resilient you are."
Oh, man. There is absolutely nothing worse than bombing in front of your parents
Yeah.
because they're like, really?
Oh, he was
like
worried.
this shit? Yeah, like
He was worried.
they already don't want you to do stand up, and
Yeah.
then they're like, it's going to be a long road for
It
you.
was rough.
Yeah.
And so then eventually I get off
What did
tour.
his friend say?
Well, so I get off tour. His friend was
okay.
kind of silent. I get off tour. I drive back to LA, and there's a big box on my doorstep.
No
And,
way.
he goes, it's a letter, and it's from his buddy, and it says, I know you make fun of PS5 in your show, but after I was so inspired by your resilience that I figured you deserved one of your own, and it was a PS5 in a box. He said, I came into some money recently.
And you're like, listen, man, I don't know how to tell you this, but my right wrist doesn't work, so I will not be able to use this PS5.
Also, man, just another FAO Schwartz moment for you.
Yeah.
God damn, I need your people in my life.
Yeah, if you suffer enough, eventually you'll
resilient.
get a toy.
Every worst moment of your life ends with a toy at the end, which is really beautiful.
Hey, that ain't so bad.
Yeah, that's a pretty good deal. I would take
mine
that
was
deal.
food.
It was food?
Yeah, we'd always go get ice cream.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, God.
Me and my mom.
That's so sad.
Well, I didn't think it was sad until you pointed that out, but I guess, yeah.
No, I guess that's good. I guess it's good.
Well, sorry,
I just cried. I just cried myself.
I'm just gonna cry over here.
Self-soothing, you know. It's good. It's good.
Throw a snack in there next time. It's nice.
Yeah,
Get some ice cream.
I lose an appetite when I'm sad. Unfortunately, I don't know. Nothing comforts me. I just have to cry until I throw up. You know, it's like
I feel
okay.
that. I've actually never even been sad.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, sadness. What is it? So crazy.
Yeah, you did look very confused, but also I was like, is he just being mysterious, or does he not know? Does this guy not get sad?
No,
I don't-
never,
I've
not
never
once.
been sad in my life.
Never, not once.
Because you're so resilient.
Thank you. Yeah.
That's truly like such a backhanded compliment. It's like you are really going through it.
My dad's obsessed with like that. He really wants me to be a guy. He's awesome and so supportive, but at the same time, he thinks of me like really highly.
That's sweet.
It always there's always room for failure.
Okay.
My dad is in crazy good shape. He's a really healthy guy. He's got abs and stuff, and he's 70
Let's see a
years
picture
old.
of your dad. Am I right?
I'll show you. But he doesn't like my body. But he'll never tell me. But he'll do this thing where when I'm back home, where I'm in the shower, I get out of the shower, and then he'll
and he's right there.
And he goes, ew!
He'll open the bathroom door and get a glimpse of me naked, and go, "Oh, sorry, man." And then he closes the door, and then without fail, every time I'll walk into the living room after I'm like dressed, and he goes, "Hey, man, check out the game, blah, 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 blah." And then 3 minutes later, without fail, he'll go, "If you just cut out bread, you would like that."
What is your dad doing? Why does he need to be so fit? Is
He
this
doesn't
just an
need to be
obsessive
fit.
compulsive? Like,
No, he's sober, I think, so he's
Okay.
just
Yeah, you
needs
got
putting his
time.
energy
You
there.
got time.
Yeah, he needs like a new thing. Yeah.
if you're not drinking, you are in the gym.
You're doing something. Let me tell you that much.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
wild. What if this happens every time?
Pretty much every time I
Is
go
it
home,
always cutting out bread? Is it?
It's like he'll say, "Dude, no pizza for 6 months," or he'll say, I mean, it's like down to, "Dude, I'm telling you, just eat frozen peas out of a cup for every meal for 1 year."
You're
I
gonna
love-
get scurvy, but don't worry.
Yeah.
That body is gonna be banging.
Exactly.
Well, what if one day he was just like, "Good to see your dick hasn't changed."
Yeah.
You know?
He's like, I was talking to the other
Yeah,
night.
I ran
and-
into your friend at the grocery store.
That'd be nice.
She told me you got a pretty
really
nice
nice.
piece.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've
Love
always been like that since you were a kid. You know, he
Yeah.
knows. Oh, my God. Well, that's actually a very sweet story of performing, even though it was a bad show. Like, that's very sweet that your dad still came.
Oh,
see
yeah.
you.
No, it was a blast.
You know, regardless of the body dysmorphia you're bound to have, but, you know, it's very sweet.
Oh, yeah.
Do you have any other positive stories or something like really cool that's happened for you?
My favorite thing that's ever happened to me is I used to do a bit about Blink-182 about years and years ago before TikTok. So nobody had really done it in the way that as far as I knew. About Miss You, the song I Miss You, and the way that Mark and Tom's voices, it feels like Mark is trying to grow up and Tom is saying no. And I did that bit, and it was in the paper or something in LA.
Okay. Wow.
And Mark Hoppus from Blink-182 saw that, and then he DM'd me and was like, "It would be funny if you did this." And then I was in the crowd, and I started saying something, and then we came up on stage and played it together. So we did that. Blink was broken up at the time, so
He had that idea though.
Yeah.
That's so sweet.
So it was a whole thing. Me and another comic named Jonah Ray did it, and it's probably the best night of my whole life. But we did it, and there's videos of it on YouTube, so you can just watch it. I don't even have to tell the story. But like, he comes on stage and we play the song, and everybody in the crowd knew how important Blink-182 is to me. But what's really cool is I didn't have no money or nothing. I had sold every instrument I'd ever owned, and I was borrowing a guitar from somebody. And Mark, I think, asked me about the guitar, and he was like, "What kind of guitar?" I was like, "Dude, I don't know, man. This ain't mine. I don't have no instruments." And he goes, "Well, what's your dream guitar?" And I said, "Oh, I want this specific Jazzmaster." He's like, "Oh, okay." And then like 3 weeks later,
Ends in a toy.
on my doorstep.
Everything ends in a toy.
Yeah.
I need to start having really horrible life.
Well, that was a good thing that happened.
Yeah,
It still ended in a toy.
Yeah.
Yeah, good, bad. It ends in a toy for you.
You know what? After this, I'm going to send you something in the mail.
Yeah.
You'll be surprised.
I've told my 3 toy stories. I don't got no other.
If anyone else has a toy story, please, by all
Yeah.
means. Oh, my God. Incredible.
Yeah.
Well, I think we got to wrap up here, right, Dylan?
Yeah.
Oh, we're good? Oh, okay. We got a little bit
You
of
said
time.
45 minutes?
Yes.
Yeah, he was just giving us the finger. Fuck you, dude. No, he wasn't doing that.
Okay, good. Thank you. Sorry, guys. It's hard to know what time it is up here in a pitch black room. You'll have to bear with us.
But we are going to be in here all night.
Yeah, you guys, you can't leave the
So
room.
that part doesn't really matter.
This is a hostage situation now.
Last time I was in Seattle, I played at Numos, and there's 2 people in the crowd who fainted for some reason.
What?
Yeah. I don't know what was
Ecstasy.
in there, but they fainted.
Dehydration and ecstasy, I'm guessing.
Yeah,
I at my job, there was 3 nights in a row people fainted, and EMTs every single night, and I was like, what is going on? Turns out cocaine.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah, if it was the first time I saw Narcan, though, which was very exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There needs to be more places, you know?
Narcan
Yeah.
or oh yeah. They should just have it. Yeah.
There's
Cocaine.
Narcan out of some bars and back home, but yeah, they do need to put that up all over the place.
They should put that in every single comedy club if we're being
really
honest.
Put it in the back. They
Like-
still have those like fucking weird truck stop condom vending machines, you know? You know what I'm talking about? Where it's like, get the fucking cologne to smell like a gross guy.
Yeah.
You know? Put Narcan in there.
I love a vending machine. I'm not gonna lie.
With-
I think there should
with
be
like
more.
weird stuff in there?
Anything. I want anything in a vending machine.
A vending machine in a vending machine.
Yeah, I love it. Give it
That'd
to
be
me. You know, like I want it all. You know, like there's some really cool old school vintage vending machines, and people like repurpose them now and like sneak little toys in there and things, and like vintage stamps and stuff. Like this
Everybody
is a
loves
real
a
thing.
vintage stamp.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong with a vintage stamp.
It's old.
It's nice.
If you put it on an
oldest
actual
woman in
letter,
the
you'll
world.
get yelled at.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's fun. It's dangerous.
I do love a fun stamp. I do. I do. Well, no one talks about it enough, but I do.
That's your thing.
That's
your niche.
totally my thing.
You're gonna
That's
be the
my
stamp
niche.
comedian.
I do like people who have weird niche interests. Like, do you have any?
I don't know. Let's see. Well,
You already play music and do comedy and skateboard. I think it's enough.
I like Hooters
can't be-
merch a lot.
You like Hooters merch?
Yeah.
Well, is this like a Southern thing?
I don't know if it. I mean, I love the
They're
food.
all over.
I just like like maybe 5 years ago got really into like collecting weird old Hooters stuff.
Do they have cool merch, or is this
Yes.
just
Yeah.
okay?
The owl.
That
Okay.
old
eyes.
owl. with
Yeah.
it's every different. You know, it's always got the city where the Hooters is located.
Oh, okay, that's special. Have you've eaten at a Hooters?
I
then?
eat at Hooters every week if I can. And they've changed Hooters to be.
They've changed.
They've changed.
men work there now. It's disgusting.
It's fucked up. Yeah. So Hooters, they're closing down across the country because millennials and Gen Z don't care about tits in the way that they used to.
We're an ass country now.
Yeah,
so we can just
knew all along.
Yeah. So they're shutting them down.
Hooters is gonna close down. And the next Bezos.
Stock, yeah.
So they're shutting them down, and it's sad. They shut all the ones down in LA, and now they're opening Hoots, which is Hooters where girls and boys work, which is fine. That's
not
totally
in my
cool,
America.
But they should be dressing like hot little numbers. They should, if, boy, girl, I don't care. Anything. They should be forced to dress in tiny little outfits.
What's the guy uniform?
The new jeans. Hoots is just it's jeans and a black polo shirt.
Oh, come on.
What?
It's fucked up for girls and guys. I say, no, sure, let the guys work in there, but they got to wear a hot little number.
Yeah.
Or
mesh, completely mesh.
no. Or they dress like owls.
Yeah, that's exactly what I believe.
They got the logo right there.
Yeah.
Slap them in a furry owl costume.
Yeah.
I'm in on this.
They still got to be smoking hot underneath.
Yeah. We'll do a head check. Yeah. You go, head check.
It's just...
Yeah.
All right, you're hot.
You go, hubba hubba. All right, I'm ready to order.
Awooga. It's full owl soup, but just tits out. Like face mask,
There's
everything,
no
just
back.
tits. Yeah,
There's
no back.
Yeah. All right.
I truly miss when restaurants used to have mascots.
Yeah.
Like, I was looking up the origins of the Hamburglar today. Do you know? Is that why you laughed?
Sad
Crazy
story.
Why?
Prison industrial complex.
Yeah, why did McDonald's feel the need to have a criminal as their mascot? Like literally stealing their merchandise. Okay, that's crazy.
Well, same with the Cookie Crisp dude, dog.
You know, because the 90s or the 80s and 90s, those are the decades of the anti-hero. Films were better.
Sure.
You know,
yeah.
And we needed our mascots to be badasses.
Yeah.
This is true.
We need a bad boy.
Who steal burgers in a cape.
They said, you know what McDonald's needs? A real bad boy.
Yeah. Grimace and the Hamburglar.
Well, originally he was in a hot
a villain.
little number. The Hamburglar was in a hot little number. No, he wasn't.
No. He though I looked up his Wikipedia and it did say that the Hamburglar, even though he was a criminal, was a valued member of the McDonaldland community, which I just thought was really beautiful.
And if that is not an apt metaphor for society,
yeah, exactly.
We need the criminals.
We need them.
Why?
We need them.
How's Ronald really making his money?
He's making money through the Ronald McDonald Foundation. That all goes straight to Ronald McDonald.
Pat in his pockets.
The clown on the bench.
We figured it out, guys. I think we figured it out.
Come on. All right, whatever.
Ronald McDonald.
I've been watching a lot of Top
Boy,
Boy, so I'm in money laundering mode.
Oh, everything's money laundering in LA.
Wait, what have you been watching?
Top Boy.
What is that?
It's a British show. It's like The Wire, kind of, but British.
Oh, okay. So it's probably just a better procedural drama. Like.
Cut it. We're done. We're done here.
I love that you and this guy are like, totally vibing right now. By the
you don't
way.
like The Wire?
No, I've never seen it. I just think I feel like British.
What are you saying? It's a better procedural
Britain's
drama.
known for its procedurals, right? Am I wrong?
Hey, don't ask me. I don't know nothing over there.
Yeah, he couldn't get the PA job.
Yeah.
I don't know what's a
He has to
procedural.
separate, you have to. Yeah, they're solving a crime. They're detectives. They're.
Oh no, it's not like that. It's
like
cool.
a dog who can't find the leash, and so they hire a cop who knows about how dogs are.
Exactly.
And they find the leash after asking some people.
And they say, "We'll sniff
Dog
this
cop.
one out."
That was.
Yeah.
Do you guys not have Dog Cop in Seattle?
I think we call it Paw Patrol. That's what it is. Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you so much for being on our podcast. Where can people find you?
There's just anywhere on the. If you Google me, I'll be there.
Kidnap him.
Yeah.
Go ahead, grab him.
Yeah.
Truly, look up the kidnapping stories. You will not be disappointed. It is. We heard one, but the full length version is creme de la creme. You guys. Did everyone have fun tonight? Thank you guys so much for joining us. Give it up one more time for Whitmer.
Thank y'all for having me.
Thank you guys. Good